internet ecosystems here, because I feel like the truth is going to live on a more of a blockchain internet, and then you're still going to
Oof.
have all your Web 2 internet, which is super censored, super filtered, and I guess that's fine
But
if that's.
you don't think that the blockchain will be super censored and super filtered?
I think blockchain will be censored, but here's what you got to remember. They still are trying to get people to believe that the blockchain is super what we want the blockchain to be. They still have to start at least with having people believe that that's what the blockchain is, or what the hell is the point of the blockchain.
I mean,
So I think for a while, like anything, like when the internet first started, the internet was wide the hell open too, you know? So I think for a while it will be wide open, but yeah, it's not going to be forever. Of course not. No.
yeah, no, I mean,
But
yeah. Alison McDowell, anybody who wants to know more about the blockchain, I just
please
recommend
do.
checking out the Alison McDowell podcast that I did with her, but I also have a playlist where I put some clips on there from other podcasts that she's done that are just really to the point.
Very to the point. And listen, she does such a great job of presenting the information, and it's and a
She's
lot of
got the
it.
receipts, bro.
She's got the receipt that you can listen to her, and by the end of you listening to her, you'll be able to go do some homework. You have no excuse.
I
No
mean,
excuse
bro,
to know this stuff.
there's no other guest that I've had on, including Ben Stewart, including Human Vibration, where that person changed my mind
I know
on
she
a
did.
topic that is important, that is
I know
significant in
it
today's world.
is.
I mean, I was pro crypto. I was on board with crypto, and then I mean, she made it very clear that the whole currency part of blockchain, the cryptocurrency part of it, as nothing but a Trojan horse to get everybody on the blockchain, to get your biology, your cellular DNA, all of that is going to be blockchain data for a global prison. And
Yeah, that's
we're
true though.
digital identities. The blockchain is not about money. It's about putting every transaction
In one ecosystem.
every human all human behavior, your whole life will become gamified when you go on, if they can get people into the blockchain, which I am
Are you kidding me?
no, I'm optimistic. I don't think that they're
Gee,
going to pull off what she thinks.
G, G, come on, G. You gotta, G. At some point, though, look, G.
No, it's happening. No.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
happening.
like, what are we talking about? The
It's
metaverse is
happening, but
coming.
are they going to get everybody on it?
Not today, not tomorrow, but when your kids that have only grown up with a damn face mask on their face and understanding crypto from the time they're 3
Toddlers.
years old,
Yeah,
yes, they're all going to be on it. When you know what? When we are my dad's age,
I think
my
we've
dad
got this is something. This is the hill to die on, though, James. I mean,
what's that?
I mean, the blockchain, like, I get, and Alison even says, I get that there are local use cases and certain ways of setting it up where it could be beneficial, but the larger global infrastructure that's being put in place to allow crypto to be a thing is destroying the planet. It's destroying biological life in general. It's taking what has been the colonization of Black and brown people, and Black, and it's not even about Black and brown people. It's about Black and brown and white cultures that did not live a totalitarian agriculture lifestyle. And what I mean by totalitarian agriculture is we wipe out any animal that does not fit on our food chain. We used to call it a food chain. We are starting to wake up a little bit. It's why it's called a food web now. It's why we're introducing the wolf back into Yellowstone National Park. It's why there's laws against killing coyotes now. But the reason farmers had wiped out coyotes and wolves and any other animal that didn't directly contribute to our food chain, but that also hurt our food chain by killing livestock and crops. I mean, everything was human centered in our worldview for so long that that's the colonization life. That's the colonization mindset, is all of this world is ours because of manifest destiny, because God said so, which is bullshit to me. But that it's taking that colonizing mindset of we're going to colonize the whole world to and we're going to grow food for us, and all of the animals that we raise are going to be livestock for us. Everything is based around food supply for humans, you know.
Right.
That's what our whole economic system has been based on, which is changing, hopefully for the good. But my point in saying all of that is that colonizing mindset is now, we've taken over the whole world. This Caucasian totalitarian agricultural mindset has already colonized the world. So what's next? Now you got to colonize the human being.
Yeah.
Our biology, our behavior. And that's what the blockchain is really about. The reason that it's being marketed as cryptocurrency to liberate you from central banking is to get people like me who think that's a good idea.
I know.
I don't want to say stupid people, but people that are looking for big change,
right,
and anti-central banking people, and it's a Trojan horse. That's the best. I think that the way that Alison puts that is a Trojan horse. That's it. That's what the cryptocurrency aspect of blockchain is. It's to make people think that blockchain is something that is going to help you.
of course. But what? Okay, so yes, you know, it's like knowing the truth to many things that we consider ourselves to know the truth to. But then what? The masses are going to say.
But that's just where I stand right now too. Like I was pro crypto. I could be wrong now. Crypto could end up saving us. You know, I doubt it based on Alison McDowell's assessment of things. I think she's a little bit more on point than the pro crypto people.
For sure.
But
you usually
I'm always open to being wrong. I'm always open to being wrong.
Course,
and two things that Alison said recently that resonated with me is because we talked about on one episode the importance of unity, and she said she thinks unity is overrated, and that she's more about standing in her position and providing clarity. And she also said, I'm not a part of any movement. I'm just here to provide clarity.
No,
I like that.
And I love that. I love that. And I mean, but because you got to be real, there are a lot of introverts out here. There's a lot of computer science people. They're not trying to do things the extroverted way that we might do things. But I like how she says that, you know, it's not about unity, but the problem is,
but see, I was going to say that to go back to that unity point, I do think, and I think tribalism is actually a good thing. I know tribalism is spoken about as if it's, you know, a detriment to democracy and all this other stuff, but tribes is actually the most natural form of human social organization.
Why do you think all of
tribal peoples are wiped out by these colonizers?
And when you say tribes, you're saying
tribal cultures?
Tribal cultures, okay.
But not only that, I mean, even so, that's
finding
the history.
I thought you were talking
today,
about like
you know, you're right.
Tribe.
Finding your tribe in today's world is a little bit different. But to her point about unity is, I feel like I agree with her that unity might be overrated in the sense that we don't need to unify society. We don't need to unify America or the world. We need to unify around is it the idea or the belief, or is it just being real? You know,
it's like, being real, G.
But it's being real.
Yeah, it's being real. But that's the thing. We live in a utopia of information and how you should think, feel, and everything else is like told to you through a screen or through a parent or through what. Right. There are so many things that keep this system moving and running like a well-oiled machine. And a lot of it, I swear, it doesn't even really have to do with what these powerful entities are even doing. I mean, it does, of course, but a lot of it is just when you have a lost herd, man, and you don't know where you come from, and you're taught bullshit in schools, and all your information is censored, which we were just talking about, and so many other things. I mean, you're basically you're programming. Well, we've talked about that so much. To your to you blue in the face. But I'm just saying, I want to see it. I want to see it. And it's kind of like this crypto thing, man. I mean, it's not even that they're not worried about us. I mean, man, we're still in our early 30s, so maybe, but they're worried about the folks that are coming up, man. They're trying to create a whole new society out here. This is what that's about. They don't care about the seniors no more. And
well, that's what Alison's talking about. Just don't get children on the blockchain. That's the center of her whole purpose, I would say.
Very true. And I hope that those messages ring loud. I hope that they ring loud, man, because
and I think that's what from her point of view, starting a tribe it's not about, unity in the sense of getting everybody to unify. It's standing strong on this. I'm pro life in the sense of a biological life, organic life, and anti-synthetic, parasitical,
transhumanism.
Yeah, transhumanism, essentially.
They love that. Transhumanism. I mean, that's what it is. And the blockchain and crypto and smart goggles and the metaverse in your glasses and contact lenses is how they are going to plug everyone in. I mean,
and then they're harvesting data. It's all about data harvest.
I've always been I consider myself to be very rational. I hate the irrational shit. I'm very rational, and I see things. I'm not saying what I'm saying is that some things are just very, that this is exciting a lot of people right now. You know that a lot of people, and I'm talking kids up to hedge fund managers. You know what I'm saying? Older hedge fund managers. I mean, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult to fight these entities that I'm not saying it's impossible. Nothing is impossible, but it's very difficult when everything is created to look good, smell good, taste good, and be good. And for most people who will look at us and completely roll their eyes and say, I mean, I see it on Twitter all the time, the other side of people. I don't just live in our world. I see how other people feel and think. I see it's so, I mean, it's so cut off at the knee. I mean, it's so, whoa, here goes those theories, and here goes the tinfoils, and here goes the same way that we're rooted in our shit, they're rooted in their shit the same way.
Yeah.
And I've told you since day one, since we first started this, a lot of people like them, a different sort of reality has to happen for a lot of people for them to even begin to even think about consuming truth, authentic, organic truth, or not even, okay, what mix what you're saying, James, truth, okay, just questioning things or asking the right question, asking a question at all. How about that? Let's start there. Just ask.
This is a segue. This is the perfect segue into the controlled opposition discussion, because